Welcome back to the Deep Dive. So today we're jumping into something a little different, a really unique intersection of art, music, and technology.
Yeah, definitely. We're looking at this incredible pairing.
It's Claude Debussy's Clair de Lune, but the version we're focusing on is played on an electric guitar, and it's set against a painting, James McNeill Whistler's Nocturne, blue and silver.
It creates this amazing effect. It's been called a synesthetic echo, where you can almost hear the painting and see the music.
And the really fascinating part, what we want to dig into, is why a modern electric instrument might just be the perfect way to unite these two works.
Right, because they were created by two total outsiders.
Exactly. We see them as these classic, established masterpieces now, but they were born from two artists who were completely scorned by the establishment of their day.
It's so easy to forget that. I mean, Debussy is basically the definition of the establishment now.
Totally. But the reality was so different. I mean, Clair de Lune, it actually sat in a drawer for 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah. He wrote it in 1890. He was only 28. Completely penniless, and nobody wanted to publish it.
Because it was considered unfinished. Too radical. They wanted these rigid academic structures, and he was giving them pure atmosphere.
Here's that great story from his time at the conservatory, right? His professors kind of backed him into a corner, asking what rules of harmony he followed.
And his answer was perfect.
Just, mon plaisir, my pleasure.
What a statement. It's a total rejection of the rulebook. He's basically saying the feeling of the moonlight is more important than the theory. He was prioritizing the sensory impression.
And he held on to that artistic truth for years, even while he was broke.
So while Debussy is fighting that battle in France, over in London, you have Whistler fighting a much more literal one.
In court, yeah. He's painting his Nocturne series, all these foggy nights on the River Thames, dim lights on a bridge.
And just like Debussy, he wasn't interested in painting a concrete object, like a building or a boat. He wanted to paint the air itself, the mood.
Which the critics just could not stand. The most powerful critic at the time, John Ruskin, he publicly accused Whistler of, what was the exact phrase?
Flinging a pot of paint in the public's face.
Right. And then charging 200 guineas for it.
So Whistler sues him for libel. And that trial in 1878, it was a huge spectacle.
The court transcripts are amazing. There's this moment where the lawyer for the other side thinks he has Whistler trapped. He asks how long it took him to paint the Nocturne.
And Whistler says, what, about 2 days?
Yeah, about 2 days' work. And the attorney pounces. He said, so you're charging 200 guineas for 2 days of labor.
It was a trap, but Whistler's answer, it's legendary.
It is. He says, no, I ask it for the knowledge of a lifetime.
It just perfectly defines the value of modern art. But the win was, it was basically meaningless financially.
Right. The jury awarded him 1 farthing, a single coin. The legal fees bankrupted him. He lost his house, his studio, but he never stopped painting that way.
They both refused to compromise on that idea that art should capture a feeling.
Which brings us all the way back to the electric guitar. It seems so out of place. Why use this modern instrument to bridge these two 19th century works?
Well, it all comes down to the physics of the sound. Debussy wrote for the piano, and the moment you strike a piano key, that note, it immediately starts to decay.
It fades, it's fleeting.
Exactly, the moment is gone. But when you look at Whistler's painting, that fog, that atmosphere, it doesn't fade. It hangs there forever.
Ah, okay, I see it now.
An electric guitar has sustain. With an amplifier, a musician can hold a single note, letting it hang in the air almost indefinitely.
So the guitar is fixing the one flaw, if you can call it that, in Debussy's music. It's making the sound persist, just like the atmosphere in the painting.
You got it. It's a deliberate anachronism. You're using a 21st century instrument to finally achieve the stillness they were both chasing in the 19th century.
It's amazing. The very quality they were attacked for, being unfinished, is exactly what makes their work feel so alive today.
History proved them right. They taught us that capturing an impression, an emotion, was far more powerful than just capturing an object.
So for everyone listening, in a world that's just full of noise and notifications, maybe the challenge is to find your own silver chord, that quiet moment of focus.
It does make you wonder, though, if Debussy had access to an electric guitar or a synthesizer in 1890, would he have ever written for the piano at all?
Or was the limitation of that fading note the very thing that forced his genius?
A provocative thought.
Definitely something to mull over. Thanks for diving in with us.